So first of all, I play Numan Ali Khan. Let's see what he said concerning the Quran. What he said concerning the Quran.
Quran has given us Quran. Allah has given us Quran. And some people say, well, I'm not sure if the Quran is enough for me to really develop my faith. I need something more. And I remind you of the words that Allah reminded Musa alayhi salam of. خُذْ مَا أَتَيْتُكَ وَكُمْ مِنَ الشَّاكِرِينَ. Grab what I've given you and be grateful. Take a hold of what I've given.
Now, Numan Ali Khan is trying to prove to you that you have the Quran is enough. You have to hold on to the Quran and be grateful to God, because when you say the Quran is not enough, you become ungrateful. So according to chapter 29 verse 51, God says, أَوَلَمْ يَخْفِهِمْ أَنَّا أَنزَلْنَا عَلَيْكَ الْكِتَابَ يُتْلَى عَلَيْهِمْ إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَرَحْمَةً وَذِكْرَى لِقَوْمِ يُؤْمِنُونَ. God says, and is it not sufficient for them that we have revealed to you the book being recited to them? Is it not sufficient? The moment you say no, you are ungrateful. When you say yes, you are a grateful servant of God. So he quoted the example of Moses by saying God gave him the book and say, you should be among those who are grateful when God gives you something to hold on. Don't say no, the Quran is not enough. I want to follow hadith. Wait for the gate of hell to be open for you. Now, again, I play another scholar for you, Mufti Menk. Let's listen to what Mufti Menk has to say concerning the Quran. Listen carefully what Mufti Menk has to say concerning the Quran. I played a video for you. Let's see.
We have one authentic book. No matter where you go, it is the same. It is recited. This evening, mashallah, we recited verses. The whole masjid has the right to scream out what is right. When the imam is wrong, it's a gift of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to test the rest. Who is going to correct this? Because it's an amana.
Now, Mufti Meng says we have only one authentic book. He says we have one authentic book, which is the Quran. Any other book after the Quran is not authentic. This is what Mufti Meng said. He says we have one authentic book. You go everywhere, it is recited. When an imam makes mistake, he has to be corrected using the same book, the authentic book. So anything apart from the authentic is not authentic. So everything they have besides the Quran, the Hadith, they are not from God. They are not authentic. Outside, you put them to the trash. Now, again, I played a video of another scholar. This one is called Yusuf Estes, and listen to what he has to say, because people listen to him because he's popular. So let's listen to what he has to say. Yusuf Estes.
The only source of hidayah, real hidayah, is Quran. This is the real source. You want to know how to be guided? Go to the Quran and pay attention. Subhanallah.
Oh my God, this is very, very, very interesting. The guy said the only source of guidance, the only, use the word only, O-N-L-Y, the only source of guidance. Then he says real guidance is the Quran. He says go to the Quran and pay attention. Then he says subhanallah. This guy is a hypocrite because he's not following the Quran only. He's following garbages out there. These guys have been paid to lie to you. You don't use your reasoning to know that your scholars are deviating you, because you are not supposed to follow the scholar. You have to follow what the scholar tells you from the book of God, not the personality or whoever he is. Not that. Follow what he is telling you from the book of God, not his opinion. No, you don't need that garbage. This guy says the only source of real guidance is the Quran, and yet most of you are fooling yourselves out there. He's a Sunni scholar, but listen to what he said. So this is why chapter 39 verse 18 says, Allazina yastami'una al-qawla fayattabi'una ahsanahu ulaika allazina hadahumullah wa ulaika hum ulul albab. Yes, those who listen to the word and follow the best of it, those are the ones whom God has guided. And they are those who possess intelligence. So you have to be an intelligent person. Not everything a scholar says that you take to practice. Take it, check it, cast the rubbish ones and take what makes sense according to the book of God and follow it. Simple. But what they say from God, if it makes sense, I take it. What it doesn't make sense, I cast it out. And wait till the day I meet any so-called scholar out there. Life. You know what I'm capable of, inshallah. Now, I take you to another scholar. His name is Zakir Naik. Now listen to the advice he has to give you concerning the Quran.
My request to all the Muslim brothers and sisters, you go back to the Quran. Study the Quran. Quran is the most positive book in the world. It's a proclamation to humanity. It's a fountain of mercy and wisdom. It's a warning to the heedless. It's a guide to the erring. It's an assurance to those in doubt. It's a solace to the suffering and a hope to those in despair. You can get all these benefits only if you read the Quran with understanding. If you don't know Arabic, read the translation of the Quran in the language you understand the best. Implement it, inshallah. It will be a guidance for you for your full life, and you'll see your life change. Hope that answers the question.
Interesting. Hey, scholars in Ga. Hey, these scholars. Oh my God. You see how he's praising the Quran? You see how he made the Quran exceptional? Do you see what he said? Huh? The book of guidance. The book which can solve all your problems. The book, if you follow the guidance of the Quran, that is all you need. You just need to understand it. That's it, you're done. You see, he didn't mention in hadith. Do you see how he praised the Quran? Go and ask him now. You say you cannot follow the Quran without hadith. Hypocrite. The scholars are. I'm telling you. I can prove whatever I tell you. Now, is it not evident for you? They are not coming out? Okay, don't let the scholars come out. Let their best students come out and face me. If they think they are scholars and they are too big, it's okay. Let them not come out. Let them, the best students they have, come and face me one-on-one. People out. These deceivers, these hypocrites, these liars, you call them scholars? Okay, to top it all, let me show you this one scholar. One person, I like his lectures. I like the way he speaks. Let's see what he has to say. His name is Louis Farrakhan. From Louis Farrakhan, let's see what he has to say.
So when you know what is written in this book, and better yet, have an understanding, you are armed with good judgment. Ijtihad. It is our hikmat, the wisdom. You can't be a fool and read this book and have even a fair understanding of it. Nobody will be able to make you a fool again with this book in your hands. Could it be that the enemy knows the value of this book, and that's why it's hidden from the eye?
Interesting statement from Louis Farrakhan. It's telling you the value of the book. If you know what the Quran says, and you know the understanding of what the Quran says, you are gifted with the good judgment, the best judgment ever. Chapter 13 verse 37 says, the Quran is an Arabic judgment given to Muhammad by God, the Quran itself. Chapter 4 verse 65. The scholars will quote it and tell you that Muhammad is the judge among people. But chapter 5 verse 49, 48, 49, and chapter 4 verse 105, and chapter 13 verse 37 tells us that Muhammad was given the Quran to use for judgment among the people. So if you are gifted with the knowledge of the Quran, you are full of sound judgment in your head. Nobody can lie to you. Nobody can fool you. Nobody can mislead you because you are following the guidance of God. And you are a sound person, right? And no scholar out there carrying any other book can dispute with you. So don't be scared don't be surprised when I'm talking. You see me talking with confidence and with passion. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm following. Nobody out there can deceive me. Nobody can bring any verse from the Quran and deceive me with the understanding of it and tell me this and tell me that. No matter how eloquent you think you are in Arabic language, just try me, face me one-on-one. Try me, put me to the test. I'm not boasting. I've been gifted with the knowledge by God, and I'm grateful for it.